Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you the journal that I will be using for the second half of 2023. So let's go ahead and get started. For the last couple of months, I have barely journaled. I've completely lost my want to journal. I don't want to do it, and I think it's because I'm completely overwhelmed by the size of the A5 pages of the Hobonichi Cousin. It's just a lot to fill, especially when you just don't have that much going on during the work week, I can write and talk about my job and complain about bad days or talk about something good that happened at work, but that's not really what I want to make note of. So I have found it hard to fill pages. So because of that, I decided to put my Hobonichi Cousin aside and get a new planner to journal in. And let me show you what I got. So when I first decided that I would start in a new book, I thought that B6 would be the way to go. I got the Common Planner by Sterling Ink I think this is the undated half-year version, and I just thought that this would be a much more doable size. It has, monthlies. I'm not going to do a whole flip through, but it has the monthlies, the weeklies, the cousin that I have come to love. And then it just has essentially just note pages, which are considered the dailies. They're blank, so they don't have a date, and you can use them for anything. And then after I bought it, and I was about to film the setup, I realized that this doesn't really solve the issue of not having much to write on days that are pretty standard, where I work, come home, eat dinner, watch TV. And so having one day per page available for that, I know it's undated, but to fill it up, it would be one day per page. I decided it would be too much. And I do prefer the size of A5, the height of it. So because of that, I decided to get the Aura Estelle planner. It's a collection with Annie plans. So I got the complete weekly vertical A5 undated planner in the pink. I would have preferred black, but I don't think they had it. I don't know if they didn't have it in stock or they didn't release black of this version or what, but I couldn't find it on the website. So still though, this pink color is pretty cute. It does come with this little sheet kind of telling you how to use the different spreads. Starts off with the 4-year overview, which I really love. I love being able to see when Christmas falls on what year. And I'm pretty sure this is the only dated portion of the entire book. The rest is undated. That goes into 2 grid pages. And then these are the, I guess you'd call them quarterly. Let's see what she calls them. Oh, she calls them the yearly overview. So they're 12 monthly columns, just like in the Hobonichi Cousin. So this is a full year undated planner. So there's 2 sets of those. Again, another set of just grid paper. And then it goes into the monthlies. It has room for the first 3 days of the week over here, so I'd put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday through Sunday on the right page. There's room for a to-do list and maybe some little notes down here. After the monthly, it goes into just a blank grid page and then another monthly. So that's how it goes for all the months. Okay, so the final month, again, the monthly spread goes into the grid pages, and then it turns into the weekly spread. It follows the same kind of layout where Monday through Wednesday are on the left side, Thursday through Sunday on the right. At first, I didn't care for this because I prefer having the Thursday on the left side of the week, I think. But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized this actually works better for me, because a lot of times the trips I take are like a long weekend, so we'll leave Thursday night, for example, and that way an entire side of the page can be like a travel spread or something. So yes, I actually really love that. It has this week written at the top left corner, and then the day of the week in the box. You would just have to fill in the actual date. So again, it's just like a vertical weekly that I plan on using the same way as I did in my Hobonichi Cousin. So I've really grown to love this weekly spread. Like in the Hobonichi Cousin, I'm just pulling up a week right now to show you. So we've seen these in my channel before. I journaled. It just kind of lets me keep track of what I'm watching on what days, and just certain things that I do certain days, and it's just a fun way to like memory keep for me. Just kind of more like high level things. I don't keep track of every single detail, so I plan to continue this style of journaling on these pages. After the weekly spread, it goes into 2 blank, just like grid pages, and then another week. And this is the reason I decided to go with this planner over the common planner. It's because I really don't feel like I need a whole page for one day. This gives me essentially 4 pages for a week. I think over here, I think what I'm gonna do is that on this spread, I will do the same type of journaling that I did in my Hobonichi Cousin, and then maybe kind of write a little bit more about my days on these. So I might do something like Monday through Friday here, just with like a little blurb about each day and what I did and how it went, and then maybe do something a little funner, a little more fun on the right hand side with like pictures and fun washi and things like that. I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to look like, so I'm excited to get started on this. But that is my initial thought. And that's it. And then it just like repeats like that until, you know, for 52 weeks. At the very end, at the very end, I believe there are 30 note pages, I think is what it is. Let's see if this tells us. No, I want to say it's 30 if I remember correctly. And I think I'm going to use this like if I want to, like for like collections of some type. I'm not sure. I'm not huge on that. That is what I'm thinking. This is a full year planner and I will be starting it in July. So it will, if I finish it, go until June 2024. I prefer to start my planners at the beginning of the year. I don't like a mid-year reset, but I always end up doing it because I always get tired of things. So that's okay. So maybe that's just my reality. We'll see how it goes. I think in the future I want to try and do like half-year planners. Like maybe try the Hobonichi Avec if I want to go back to Hobonichi, or just like the common planner where this was just like a half-year undated version. Like try something like this rather than full year planners because I get tired of them. But this really is going to solve my issue of not having a lot to write like each day, the majority of my days. If we look at my May, well, let's actually look at June. June, first 2 days, nothing. I did journal on the 3rd and the 4th, and then today is the 16th. So I'm filming this on the 16th and I haven't done anything since. And honestly, it's not much better in May. A lot of just like blank pages because I just wasn't feeling it. I just don't know what else to write about. I was gonna journal about my trip to Vegas, but I left all my journaling supplies and didn't take it, so I never did that. And then I was like, ugh, whatever. So I think just like downsizing will be really, really good for me. let me show you something that I'm kind of thinking of. You know, and honestly, there might be some weeks where like I want to do a day per page, and that's fine. I'll just do 2 days and record what I want to in those 2 pages, and then the other days of the week I might not record anything, or maybe I'll write a little bit more in my weekly section. But yeah, something like this where I kind of wrote a little bit about each day and then just kind of did like a general, like what I'm watching, some news or headlines from the week and things like that. It makes me a little sad because I so badly wanted to finish an entire book, but it's just not happening. I'm just not in it, and I don't want to force myself to like do it if it's not feeling right anymore. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I'm going to share for now. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye!